Welcome to the tutorial Creating an Announcement. This is David Harrison. This tutorial will walk you through the process of creating an announcement within your Blackboard course. Let's get started. Step 1. Log into your course. First, log into Blackboard. Contact me, David Harrison, or the Distance Learning Coordinator if you have misplaced your login and password for Blackboard. At the main My Institution page, choose the course in which you want to post an announcement. Here we see the main My Institution page. In the upper right-hand corner, under My Courses, you will see listed all the courses that you are teaching. In this case, we are going to choose a sample course, Welcome to Holy Apostles College and Seminary. Once we are in the course, we see the main page that opens up. This could vary by course. It could be a home page, it could be the My Announcements page, it could be the syllabus, or whichever page that you have designated as the first page that the students are to see when they log into the course. In this case, we see the home page with one announcement, kind of a truncated view of it. If you look in the lower left-hand corner, under Course Management, you will see a portion of the control panel. Scrolling down will allow you to see the entire page. Step 2. Control Panel, Announcements. Open up the Course Tools menu, and then navigate to the Announcements section. Here we see the expanded Course Tools section under Control Panel. We see various options such as Announcements, Blogs, Collaboration, Contacts, etc. For this tutorial, click on Announcements. That will bring up the Announcements page as you see here. You will see any announcements that you have already created. Step 3. Create the announcement. After selecting the Announcement section, we create an announcement. Click on the Create Announcement button. This opens up the Create Announcement editor. Here we see a place to type in a subject and a message. Here we have a sample announcement as you see in the subject line. In the message section, I have typed up some basic, innocuous sample text. After typing in the text for your announcements, you can scroll down to see Options, Course Link, and Submit. Let's take a brief look at the options. First, the duration allows two different options. You can either have your announcement permanently posted, or you can have it open up and close at a certain time, or open up at a certain time and stay open. In this case, we are going to choose permanent, and we see that the options for date restriction are no longer visible. The option to override user notification settings is helpful if you want to make sure that your students receive this announcement, whether they have checked that they want to receive them via email or not. In such a case, this allows you to make sure that the announcement is sent to the student's email in case they don't log into Blackboard very often. The Course Link button we will not discuss at this time. It is useful if you want to tell your students to go into a particular discussion forum, but this is not generally used. Next is the Submit button to save your changes. Here we see on the Announcements page the new announcement. It shows the subject of the announcement itself, who posted it, and when. Step 4. Rearrange announcements. Blackboard will automatically place the latest announcement at the top of the list. If you prefer a different order, you can rearrange the order of the announcements. Here we see our announcement at the top of the section. To the left of the announcement, right next to the yellow arrow, we see a double up and down arrow. This is the button that we click and keep clicked while we move the announcement up or down. Here we see the announcement has been moved below the previous announcement. Step 5. Editing announcements. This section of the tutorial will tell you how to edit and change announcements that you already have posted. We will look at how to edit and delete announcements, and we will also examine some of the font and text options such as colors, bold, italics, and underline, bullet and number lists, indentation, font size and type adjustments, and creating a hyperlink to another website. While you may not want to use all of these options for a simple announcement, the information presented here is applicable to other sections of Blackboard, such as if you create a portion of a lecture online. Looking at our sample announcement just to the right of the subject title, we see a double chevron button. Clicking that allows us to edit and delete the announcement. In this case, we will choose Edit. Here we have the same screen that we saw before when originally creating the announcement. Here I have highlighted the first sentence that we will modify. Let's change the color first. After you have highlighted your text, the button with the A underlined by a red line is the button that you need to click in order to change the color of your font. A new window will open up giving you a palette of colors. Choose the color that you like and click Apply. Here we see the changes. This text is now in red. This is useful if you want to highlight a particular section of the announcement for the students. This button shows us the bold option. we have the same text highlighted again. Now we will click on the B in order to bold that section. Here we see red and bolded. This sentence certainly stands out from the rest of the text. Here we see options for underlining and italics. Real announcement has been italicized and pertinent information has been underlined. Again, first I highlighted the words that I wanted to change, then I clicked on the appropriate italics or underline button, same as we did for bold and for color. Here we see the option for bulleting our text. In this case, this is a sample announcement, is set off just like it was before, non-bulleted, while the rest of the text has been bulleted. Here I have indented one of the sections. The bullet point has changed, as well as the format. The indent and outdent buttons are in the upper right-hand corner, right by the yellow arrow. In order to indent or outdent a certain section of your text, your cursor only needs to be anywhere within that line. It does not have to be at the beginning or the end of the line. Here we see I have chosen to use a combination of bullet and number lists. Here we see an easy way to change the type of font within the section. In this case, I have made the first line be heading 1 instead of regular text. You see this changed the size and the color. It automatically bolded it as well. Each heading type carries with it its own type of font, size, and other attributes. If we want to change the color back to red, we can do so just like we did before. We can change the size of the font using this button that we have highlighted right here in gold. If you look at the numbers 1, 2, and 3 numbered lists, I have several different sizes on display. If you want to change the font of your text, you do so with the font selection that we have highlighted here. In this case, I have chosen several different ones and have mixed and matched within this sample that you see before you. If we want to hyperlink a portion of this announcement or text to another site, first highlight the text that you want to become the hyperlink, then click on the blue globe. Another window pops up wherein you type your information for that particular link. In this case, we leave the type as HTTP, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol. The URL is the address of the site, in this case, papalencyclicals.net, with the complete address including HTTP and www. The title, which is optional, I have typed in as Papal Encyclicals, gives a description of the site when the student hovers his mouse over the particular link. It doesn't change the text within your announcement. And I have chosen the option Open Link in a New Window so that the student can stay on the original page and open up a second page with this new link. Click Submit when you are finished. Here we see the new link. It is in a different color, it is underlined, and if a mouse hovers over it, a little description pops up entitled Papal Encyclicals. Now that we have finished editing our announcement, this is what it looks like when the student comes in and looks at the announcement section. Thank you for taking the time to watch this instructional video. Thank you very much, and may God bless your day.